start as from tomorrow to build on this foundation. I pray that you will give our leaders the wisdom to build with gold, to build with sapphire, to build with precious stones. We ask that, oh God eternal, our economy will revibrate again. Lord, the goodness that we used to know in the days of old, those days will come again. Lord, our children will be happy and prosperous again. Lord, the prosperity that was eluding us is back to our land in the name of Jesus. Father, we thank you because it is done. And more than we can ask, more than we can think, you will do for our great country. Thank you, our Father, for hearing us. Our prayer is in Jesus' wonderful name. And God's people say louder, amen. Amen. Thank you.
Amen, sir. Can you all please be seated? Thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Like I said earlier, we have with us here, the event is especially for them, His Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, and his lovely wife, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari. We also have with us our Vice President, His Excellency, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, and his wonderful wife. Professor Yemi Osinbajo is our Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Please, can you give them both a warm round of applause? This is a quasi informal evening. We have had a very, very long day, and I know everybody is here to let their hair down. So it's not going to be too formal. And so because of that, please join me in welcoming the master musician himself, Mr. Bongos Ikwe.
What's gonna be is gonna be. What goes up must come down. What's gonna be is gonna be. Ain't nothing you can do about it. What's gonna be is gonna be. What goes up must come down. What's gonna be is gonna be. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You can let your head down. What's gonna be is gonna be. What goes up must come down. What's gonna be is gonna be. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Says what's gonna be is gonna be. What goes up must come down. What's gonna be is gonna be. Ain't nothing you can do about it. 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 Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you know this song. Kokora Dawn is the breaking of a new dawn. You can hear the birds sing in the morning. You can hear the water splashing down the hills, kind of roaring. And you can see the sun going down, and the people as they go by without a frown. Here the traffic never jams, don't cost much to buy some yams, and the neighbors say hello. And we're strapped to pull you up from down below. You can even hear the sound of a cockroach at dawn. Will he ever get there? I believe he will. Will he ever make it? Nigeria will surely make it. Will he ever hear the sound of a cockroach at dawn? One, two, three, four, 5, 6 buses every day, with nothing left at the end of each train. The rental he must pay, and the much to pay he often has no say. Will he ever get there? Will he ever make it? Will he ever hear the sound of the cockroach at dawn? Will he ever get there? We will all surely get there. Will he ever make it? I believe we will. Will he ever hear the sound of the cockroach at dawn? You know, you're free to tap your leg or shake your head if you can dance. It's a wonderful day. Will he ever make it? Will he ever hear the sound at dawn.
Oh, thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for Bongo's Ikwe. Oh, my God. Oh, this is lovely. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next to come on stage is one contemporary young Nigerian that goes by the name Korede Bello. May we please put our hands together for the young man. Please encourage the young man by putting your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Now, God.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Korede Bello, and I'm one in so many Nigerian youths that believe in the future of this country. And this is just one of the songs.
Some people talk, say Nigeria no good, but they continue to complain. And look, we got to fight, and we will rise. We go survive, and they'll be alright. 'Cause if we fight, we will rise. We go survive. That's why I love Nigeria. I love my country. I love Nigeria. And I know go run, see, I know go ja. I love my country. I love Nigeria. And I know go run, 'cause I believe we go better. We know go this suffer. So no run, my brother. Nigeria go better. Now come on, my sister. Nigeria will be sweeter. We can make it together. 'Cause now and forever, Nigeria is mine. Home, 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 home. If Nigeria jaga jaga and everybody they jack, tell me now who go make them better? Them say yama yama, nobody wants stay rara. And so for me, I share tomorrow. We got to fight, and we will rise. We go survive, and it'll be alright. If we fight, we will rise. We go survive. I love Nigeria. I love my country. I love Nigeria. And I know go run, see, I know go ja. I love my country. I love Nigeria. And I know go run, 'cause I believe we go better. We know go this suffer. So no run, my brother. Nigeria go better. Now come on, my sister. Nigeria will be sweeter. We can make it together. 'Cause now and forever, Nigeria is my home. Home, home, home. Nigeria is our home.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. The next to perform on stage hails from Adamawa State, Nigeria, the same state with the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mrs. Aisha Buhari. She is also from the same state with the former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Turakin Adamawa Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Sardaunanganye. Ladies and gentlemen, the next to perform on stage started her musical career at the age of 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Nadu. Please put your hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen.
Change that we need.
Put your hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
This is lovely. This is lovely. She is an asset to Nigeria.
It is indeed another political landmark in the history of the country's democratic setting. Nigeria has made history again in the political arena, but differently though. Now, as is the first time the incumbent is bowed out for a new president, more so a member of the opposition party, and this has been so smoothly and in the most orderly manner, and Nigeria still remained one and intact too. And that's why Nigerians both home and abroad, lowly and highly placed, have come together to celebrate victory for our democracy.
Communities here present. Please put your hands together for Salihu Kindo. This is not loud enough for him. Something louder for Salihu Kindo. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Ordinary Ahmed. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have very distinguished Nigerians and friends of Nigerians from all over the world that have graced this occasion. Let me start by warmly acknowledging the presence of our former heads of states and president. I'd like to start by acknowledging the presence of elder statesman General Yakubu Gowon, GCFR, former head of state, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much. I also want to acknowledge, and of course I won't forget to mention that he's here with his other half, Victoria Gowon. I also won't forget to recognize the presence of Baba himself, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, GCFR. Please put your hands together for him. Of course, you know very well that this democracy that we're enjoying today started with the Second Republic, so to speak, or the Third Republic started with, of course, the president. Let me very warmly welcome another very distinguished Nigerian who came at a time that we needed a stabilizer, Chief Ernest Shonekan. A round of applause for him, please. Thank you very much. And just like Chief Olusegun Obasanjo was the man that actually voluntarily handed over to a democratically elected government, these very distinguished Nigeria also, even when everybody thought that if he had stayed a day longer, nobody would have asked question, but he willingly, in the interest of this country, handed over power to another democratically elected government. General Abdul Salami Abubakar. A round of applause for him, please. Thank you very much. We also have another very distinguished Nigerian, a man who is synonymous with democracy itself, a man who really helped in stabilizing our democracy. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and his wife, Turaki Adamawa. Please put your hands together for him. Let me very warmly welcome another very, very distinguished Nigerian, the proponents of common sense revolution, the man who stood by Nigeria when it mattered most, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I also want to acknowledge the very distinguished presence of the chairman of the APC, a gentleman to the core, a forthright man, another general in the common sense Revolution, Chief John Oyegu. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much. Let me also recognize the presence of another very distinguished leader of the APC, Chief BC Akonde. Please put your hands together for him. I'd like to call on my sister, Joke Silva, to formally start this program.
Please, can you give Kindo another warm round of applause? Your Excellency, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari and Mrs. Aisha Buhari, Excellencies, visiting heads of state and governments, Your Excellency, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and Mrs. Dolapo Osinbajo, Vice Presidents and other representatives of government, the Senate President, Senator David Mark, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Nneka Ihedioha, His Lordship, the Chief Justice of the Federation, Mahmoud Mohammed Mukhtar, our former heads of states and presidents have been recognized, executive governors here present, members of the National Assembly, members of the Diplomatic Corps, party chieftains here present, top government functionaries, captains of industry, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you. We welcome you from the bottom of our hearts to this incredibly defining day in Nigeria's political history. Give yourselves a warm round of applause. And now that the protocol has been served, I'd like to call on Ibrahim Kindo again to continue with the program. Thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Joke. I'd like to say, ladies and gentlemen, that we are all national drivers of change. And those of us at the lower cadre are community drivers of change. We also have ward drivers of change. We'll continue to recognize them as time permits. But between now and then, let me very warmly invite the chairperson of the subcommittee on this very wonderful evening, the gala night, Senator-elect Binta Masi Garba. Please put your hands together for her. She is the architect of this wonderful evening. I would appreciate if you give her a resounding round of applause, if you really appreciate the ambience that you've seen here.
Thank you, Mr. Kindo. I'm the chairman of this subcommittee, not the chairperson. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to stand on the already established protocol. I have a big brother whose shoe I'm not worthy to put on. I will crave the indulgence of the former governor of Bayelsa State, Silva, to come over to give in the welcoming. Change has come, and we must give credence to our elders.
Thank you, Binta. I feel particularly honored this evening to be one of the first people, first Nigerian, to recognize the newest president of Nigeria, our own Muhammad Buhari, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your Excellencies, visiting heads of state and government, Vice President and other representatives of government, Her Excellency Hajia Aisha Muhammad Buhari, His Excellency Vice President Professor Yemi Osibanjo and spouse, the Senate President and spouse, Speaker of the House of Representatives, His Lordship, Chief Justice of the Federation, former presidents and heads of state, executive governors here present, members of the National Assembly, members of the Diplomatic Corps, top government functionaries, captains of industry, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I call this season the long walk season. Our president has had a long walk indeed. And today we have finally arrived at destination. This long walk started as far back as 2003. On his way, he was accompanied by a lot of others, chief among whom were Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, BC Akande, President Obasanjo, Vice President Atiku Abubakar, General T.Y. Danjuma, and a host of other Nigerians, least of all, my humble self. And today, finally, we arrived at our destination. And because it is the season of long walks, we also see a lot of people walking around Nigeria. People walking from Lagos all the way to Abuja. People walking all the way from Yola. The long walk season has ended today because the walk has arrived at destination. This evening, with all its air of joy and renewal, caps the end of a ritual. It is a ritual that ennobles our democracy. The ritual began many months ago when INEC blew the whistle. Candidates lined up behind platforms, and platforms lined up behind parties, and the parties each claimed to be lining up behind Nigeria. In the process, we learned a lot about ourselves, both good and bad. Parties came and disagreements met negotiations. Horse trading yielded compromises. Malice resolved into reconciliations. Swear words sweetened into embraces. In the end, candidates emerged for each of the major parties at every level. But the most sought after and coveted was the APC crown. And all those who contested and those who barnstormed for them watched as we completed perhaps the most glorious presidential primaries in our country's history. From hindsight, it seemed the victory of Muhammadu Buhari signaled
the beginning of something great. The air-scented changes and chants all over the country resounded with its rhyme and rhythm. The campaign season, however, was not always salutary. The words did not always ennoble. The actions did not seem to augur well. Beneath all the dramatic distractions lay the granite of the Nigerian dream, however. The dream to change the state of things, to renew and rebuild infrastructure, to nip corruption in the bud, to bring our teeming youths who lack jobs to a meaningful life, to enlighten with a great education policy and light our homes without recourse to generators or I passed my neighbor. But something happened before the elections. Some Nigerians feared that the nation might not survive to see this day. That somehow, Armageddon locked, that the election would divide the country. Some Nigerians began to head to motor parks, and others who could afford it turned their headlights to the international airports. But the people spoke, and the better angels of Nigeria reigned over the spirit of Armageddon. And today, before our eyes, Muhammadu Buhari transformed from general to president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It was a new ritual of a civilian government yielding power to another civilian without rancor. So this morning, we all as a people defeated pessimism and doomsayers. So instead of darkness falling on May 29th, sunshine shone on Eagle Square as Muhammadu Buhari swiveled from president-elect to president. Those who thought guns would boom saw that guns boomed with salutations 21 times. The guns did not shed blood or bring down buildings. The guns celebrated a renewal of our democracy. So this evening is a moment of joy. But it's a joy that is aware of our responsibilities that will begin, our responsibilities that will begin when the meals and the drinks of tonight expire and the real work begins. Thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
You know, this man is an anointed servant of God. Some time ago, I emceed an event, and he was made the father of the day. Upon introduction, some people clapped, some refused to clap, reasons best known to them. 2 weeks after the event, those that refused to clap for him suffered whitlow. Another round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next to come on stage is someone that is going to make you laugh and laugh and laugh. He is a comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in the person of Akpororo. Please put your hands together for Akpororo.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Please, one more time, can you put your hands together for me? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, for some people call me Akpororo. The white men call me Akpororo. So can you just turn to your neighbor, say, neighbor, you're looking good. I can't hear you. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, you're looking good. Now, I do tell people, I said if I crack joke and you don't laugh, it's not that I'm not funny, but it's not that your problem is bigger than my ability to make you to laugh. So you don't need a comedian, you need a pastor. And now I want you to turn to your neighbor one more time and tell your neighbor, we need change. I can't hear you now. You are not saying anything, no. The white people in the front, can you tell your neighbor, say, we need change? Do I have my worry people here? Area. My people there. My people there. But now, seriously, I just need to run this. You know, people, they buy dog. My papa said, go buy dog. Even though say the dog not they behave like dog. The dog, they behave like cat. Dog na dog. You know, when you see the rich people, you see most of the rich men, they even have dog, and they'll give the dog name, human name. You see some, they call their dog Kelvin, Gabriel, dog. You talk to the dog, Gabriel, come here, you see the dog. Gabriel, shake, the dog will shake. Gabriel, jump, dog will jump. Gabriel, sit, go, dog, they move. The thing was going fine. One day, armed robber visited the man. And the armed robber said, everybody lie down. Now the dog first lie down. The man turned and looked at the dog. He said, Gabriel, back, come on, catch these people, bite. Now the dog answered him, if you call my name again, go bite your ear. Now be gone at the hustle. Or they tell me I don't know gone. So anything you do. And when we were talking about change, I said, yes, we need change. Because even my account balance needs change. And when they called me for this event, after paying me my wait, you understand? So my account balance, one of the things that we need to tell you know, this country, our country is very lovely. Nigeria is blessed. How many of you know that? How many of you know that Nigeria is blessed? Nigeria is blessed. Lovely country. I was in Ojota in Lagos the other day. You know, in Lagos, I'll tell you that if you want to cross express, you need to pass bridge. One day, I forget say bridge there. I cross, they pass road. As I they pass, Kai, follow me. Cross, hold me for middle of the road. He said, young man, you're under arrest. I said, for what? The guy said, you didn't use the bridge. Now look at him. I said, where you pass, come. He said, now the road, now hold him. I said, yeah, me and you, we are under arrest. More they go meet police. Because me and you, I commit them. And now, when you are talking about our, like, Nollywood, I saw my big mama here, Joker Silva. Please, one more time, can you appreciate her? Please. Yes. You know, I enjoy our movie, but there are some things that, in fact, I'm discussing with her now. Well, that's not the too hard again. When we are doing spirit sin, accident sin, in our home section, we don't need it because the way we do, I'm more live and give India. India and they do spirit sin and all this stuff. Because when you watch our home video sometimes, you see spirit. Spirit, when one can keep person, he go enter your house, but in a tiptoe. You go the one that says spirit, they dodge. Who won't kill you and who they see spirit? Nobody they see spirit. So we need to know. And now I was in a church in Warri when the man of God said, turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor what happened to me will happen to you. Everybody started telling each other, what happened to me will happen to you. What happened to me will happen to you. As I turned to my neighbor, the bandage he high. I was forced to tell the brother, I said, my brother, what happened to you will happen to you again. Accident is not my portion. I told my father last 2 years that one day I will be great. It is how they play. And now today, I'm in front of all the people what they admire. First of all, I want to congratulate our new president. Congratulations, sir. I can see you, sir. Sir, you look like my father. You might not know me, but I'm your son from afar. Thank you, sir. Mama, I want to thank you for giving birth to me, even though you don't know that you born me. Yes, so we need change, Abi. So we are free to change our father, Abi. Hey, I don't blow. Mr. President, they laugh. Camera carry Mr. President, so they laugh for my joke. Can you celebrate me now? Celebrate me. Yes, we need change. So I can change my father. Yeah? We need change. Change is allowed. Yes, so now, because I'll be coming back again, I need to do this. Then I leave. I'll be coming back again. In the same church in Warri, the man of God said, turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor something will happen to you now in Warri. I look at my neighbor and say, brother, something will happen to you now. Now the Warri boy looked me. He said, you mean what you talk? I said, yes, something will happen to you. Brethren, not up to 2 minutes, my phone lost. Now I hold the guy and say, my brother, even though something will happen to me now, not be my phone. Give me my phone here or else we go die here. God bless you. I remain Akpororo. Thank you.
Thank you so much. May I recognize the presence of the former military vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, General Oladipo Dia, GCON. Please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have a group that will be coming on stage. None of them is less than 50 years old, of age, sorry. They have gone around the whole world with this, their act. They came from the states where the president came from. They are known as the Mbankaura from Katsina State. Please put your hands together for Mbankaura. The last time they were in England, they made the Queen laugh. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please put your hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mongode. Oh, lovely. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Thank you, Mongode. Mongode. Thank you. Thank you. Mongode, thank you, thank you. Isn't this lovely? Please, another round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. We have a group that came all the way from Niger Republic, the national troupe of Niger Republic, the Republic of Niger, sorry. They are known as Al-Bashir the Tiro from Niger Republic. Please put your hands together for our brothers and sisters. Thank you. Thank you. appreciate that hero. Please, another round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. Next to perform on stage is a mega superstar. We all refer to him as African Prince. He is none other than Korede Bello, aka Godwin. Please put your hands together for Godwin.
How many of you have received a lot here? I don't get a lot, God you win. And I don't pay my rent, God you win. There be one for my hand, but God you win. There be one keep my joy, but God you win. I say anything them do, now God you win. No, now God you win. No, now God you win, no. Anything them do, now God you win. No, now God you win. No, now God you win, no. I don't change my name to God you win. I no more, I don't buy more to God you win. And say my market no go sell, but God you win. And then me say I no go blue, but God you win. Them my brother, let them try their luck. My God go win, no my God go win, no my Lord go win, no. Anything they do, now God you win, no now God you win, no now God you win, no. As you don't pass exam, now God you win. And then me say you no go pass, but God you win. You wake up, see today last song, now God you win. Robbers they rob, they no see you, brother. They no see you, my sister. Oh yeah, better pass. God you win, no now God you win, no now God you win, no. Anything they do, now God you win, no now God you win, no now God you win, no. As now your wedding day, now God you win. And he don't tell where you do fine, but God you win. See we go pop champagne today, God you win. And we go there dance, cause God you win. Oh, anything you win, now God you win. And if you win election, my brother, God you win. Like if you win the contract, my friend, God you win. And if you check the countdown, my brother, God you win. And if your market's now God you win. No, now God you win. No, now God you win. No. Anything they do, now God you win. No, now God you win. No, now God you win. No. Why you no go dance? Now God you win. No, now God you win. No, now God you win. No. Anything they do, now God you win. No, now God you win. No, now God you win. No.
Thank you very much.
God you win.
Thank you so very much. Please give him another round of applause. Thank you very much. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I'd like to crave your indulgence as I recognize the presence of friends of Nigeria that have graced this occasion tonight. Let me start by recognizing His Excellency, the President of Sierra Leone, His Excellency Alpha Conde. We're also blessed here with the presence of the President of Somalia, Hassan Sheikh Mohamud. We also have the Vice President of Sudan, Dr. Hassabu Mohammed Abdul Rahman. I also understand that the Vice President of the Sahrawi Republic, Abdul Qadir Talib Omar, has also graced this occasion this evening. The President of the African Union Commission, Her Excellency Dr. Nkosazana Zuma, is also in our midst this evening. Please put your hands together for her. Ahmed, you take the next.
Mr. Sally Hukendo, I will not like us to dominate this place. May I invite Joke Silva to please come as she is about to introduce a lady DJ here tonight.
Just before I introduce our lady DJ, I'd like to recognize the presence of the Director General of APC 2015 presidential campaign and former governor of Rivers State, Chibuke Rotimi Amechi, who crossed the Rubicon and joined the Club of 50. I think it was yesterday. Please give him a warm round of applause. We also have with us Dr. Ogbonnaya Onu, former governor of Abia State, former national chairman of defunct ANPP, and he's accompanied by Dr. Mrs. Chinyere Onu. Please give them a warm round of applause. Now coming next on stage is a young lady who recently DJ'd at the Financial Times Summit in Mexico City, at the Oil Barons Ball in Dubai, and was the resident DJ at the MTV Africa Award in South Africa. She has a master's degree from New York, but she is here to perform for us this evening. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our one and only DJ Cuppy.
Mixing the beats with Cuppy. Nigeria yìí tí gbogbo wa ní kó má gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ torí kò sí ibòmíràn tí a lè lọ àjò lè dàbí ilé ẹ jẹ́ ká fọwọ́pọ̀ ká fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan gbé kémi gbé.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. Please put your hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Is the National Troupe of Nigeria. Please, ladies and gentlemen, collectively encourage them by putting your hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. They have represented Nigeria Let me quickly recognize the presence of Alhaji Yusuf Hamisu Abubakar, OON, the kingmaker of Kaduna State.
Thank you very much. I also like to recognize Her Excellency Aja Dr. Isato Njesaidi, the Vice President and the Minister of Women Affairs of the Gambians. Please put your hands together for Her Excellency. Thank you very much. The Speaker of the National Assembly, Algeria, is also here, Mohammed Larbi Oud. Thank you very much and good evening, sir.
as you're watching dancing drama. And the title is Nigeria Arise. In cemetery, 2 boxers rest on top of 2 others without any ounce of threatening tremor or imbalance. And suddenly, lots and lots of boxes deposited indiscriminately on top and round the 4 boxes. And these actions destroy the beauty and symmetry of the once ordered space. The chaotic arrangement has a part of it human element who themselves are uncoordinated and disoriented. And just like that, it takes a drunk to notice
Please put your hands together for them, ladies and
turn
gentlemen.
society. And that's it on the dance drama. You will agree with me that it's a very wonderful one, and it has passed its message across to Nigerians. It is indeed a new order.
Thank you. Mongode. Mongode. Thank you. It's all right. It's all right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please put your hands together for the national troupe for a wonderful performance. What is this now? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I would like to thank you very much, thank you. Please put your hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. They are the national troupe. I would like to quickly recognize the presence of Right Honorable Gali Umar Naabba, former Speaker, House of Representatives, 1999 to 2003, AKA the Lion. Please put your hands together for Right Honorable Gali Umar Naabba.
Thank you so very much. We'll continue with the recognition, but we need to move on. And at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to invite the chairman of this wonderful party that brought change to this country. It is against this background, ladies and gentlemen, that I'd like to call on Chief John Oyegu, the national chairman of the APC, to propose the toast to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Please put your hands together for our chairman. A round of applause for the chairman of the APC as we invite him to propose the toast to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We would also, after that, take 2 goodwill messages from the former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar King Adama, and, of course, Asiwaju himself. Both of them will give us goodwill messages. But before then, we want to propose the toast to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. and the lot has fallen on the chairman of the APC. Please put your hands together as we invite him to propose the toast for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your Excellency, Mr. Chairman, sir. While we await the arrival of the chairman, let us quickly acknowledge the presence of Chief Don Etete, COA and former Minister of Petroleum, Right Honorable Gali Umar Naabba, former Speaker, House of Representatives, Dr. Mohammed Ibn Chambers, Special Representative of the UN Secretary General for West Africa and High Representative to Nigeria, Dr. Ugo Okafor, CEO, Sun Oil Company, Professor Babatunde Oshetimehi, on the Secretary General of the United Nations, representing the United Nations Secretary General, Ban Ki-moon. We also want to recognize the presence of the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs and Knight of Malta, His Excellency Dr. Krastroy Bujupi. Aliu Modibo Umar, PhD, is the former Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. Honorable A.H.M. Fauze is Minister of Disaster Management, representing the President of Sri Lanka. Let me very warmly recognize the presence of the former Governor of Kogi State, Prince Abubakar Audu. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let us again invite the National Chairman of the APC to propose the toast to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mr. Chairman, sir.
Manyan baki maza da mata, Hausawa suna da karin magana da ta ce, ko ana muzuru ana shahu. Zakaran da Allah ya nufa da cara sai yayi. Wanda aka je ana ɓata sunan shi, an ce bai yi karatu ba, bai da takaddun makaranta, bai da wane ne, amma in yana da Allah, yana tare da Allah. Yau Allah ya tabbata. Jama'a ku tafa ma shugaban ƙasa Muhammadu Buhari. Wannan tafi bai yi ba, inda ba ana bakin ciki ne da shugaban ƙasanmu ba. Please put your hands together for the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari. The man that has certificate, which is more than certificate. Certificate. Is sabi wetin they do. You fit tear person certificate, you fit hide in certificate. Now the same person where they talk say, you no get certificate, you no go school. All of a sudden, certificate come out from nowhere. Make una clap for the president, where be no get certificate before, in certificate can't come out from anywhere.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, can you give a resounding applause to the chairman of APC, the man who stood on the side of Nigeria, the man who stood with the masses, he fought with the struggle. He is the champion of this particular struggle because he is the head of the party. A resounding round of applause for the chairman of APC as we invite him to propose the toast for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mr. Chairman, sir.
Mr. President, President Muhammadu Buhari and his very, very lovely wife, Mr. Vice President and his consort, former heads of state of Nigeria here present, representatives, heads of state from Africa and the rest of the world, representatives of heads of states and governments, members of the diplomatic corps, at that point I better say distinguished guests. Today is truly unique in every way and in every fashion. First, in spite of all the alarm signals, today we are celebrating a democratic change of government from one regime to another. And what marks it out as special, because it is in Nigeria the very first time that an opposition party will be taken over from a party in government. It has not been an easy journey. It has been a journey that has been full of obstacles. It has been a journey that has been full of worries. It has been a journey that has given us in Nigeria and our friends all around the world cause for concern and cause for worry. However, today we are celebrating President Muhammadu Buhari, and we are also celebrating by that same token the birth, the beginnings, the dawn of a new Nigeria. A new Nigeria where there will be security. A new Nigeria that will bring hope into the lives of our young. A new Nigeria that will create jobs for the young. A new Nigeria that will provide that basic engine without which there can be no development, and that is energy. A new Nigeria where education will become meaningful, both for the Nigerian employment market and for the international market. A new Nigeria where every single mother and child will have access to medical facilities. To sum it all up, a new Nigeria that brings hope back into the lives of every single Nigerian. A new Nigeria that brings pride into the hearts of every Nigerian. A new Nigeria that will be respected and that will take its proper place in the Committee of Nations. And so, Your Excellency, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, can I invite you to drink a toast to that new Nigeria of our dreams. Please be upstanding, your glasses fully charged. And I do say, let us drink to the health, to the prosperity of this great nation of ours, the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
As we are clinking our glasses, I'd like to call on a very distinguished Nigerian to give some goodwill messages, to give his goodwill message Some people call him the Lion of Bodilon. Some people call him the Jagaban. All of us respect him for his incredible political survey and engineering of going from one AC state and taking practically the whole of the Southwest and some other states from the PDP. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the undisputed leader of the Yorubas, Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the national leader of the APC. And as he comes, he's coming right now. He's not taking any time at all. Please, can you keep the applause going as this distinguished Nigerian comes to the podium to give us his goodwill message. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. I think I will observe respectively the protocol as already established. Mr. President, Muhammadu Buhari and his lovely wife, congratulations. Professor Emi Oshibayu and his lovely wife, congratulations. Several congratulations are in place now. Congratulations to millions of Nigeria at home and abroad. Congratulations to Africa. Nigeria is ready to lead. Today we celebrate. Tomorrow we turn our energy and ardor and ability to the task at hand. Building a better life for the people of our beloved country. A new era is upon us. All here are blessed by the hand of great providence to witness the awakening of our nation. This noble moment will endure for long after we have expired. A new president has been inaugurated, a new government established, and a commitment to build a new Nigerian has been consecrated in every bosom of the people. We celebrate the coming of President Muhammadu Buhari. In him, we have a leader who is principled, bold, determined, passionate, and determined to lead. He is like those leaders who have led their nations to greatness in time past. We celebrate because his election was a testament to the power of human decency and the sovereignty of the people over the weighty mass of power. Money and awful privilege, despite every inducement to move otherwise, the people were not induced nor intimidated. The people voted for their better destiny at last election. The average Nigerian, decent, hardworking, unseen, and anonymous, they voted. They are the heroes of this glorious moment. With all their faith in democracy and belief in a better future, this election would not have been hard, and we would not be celebrating the inauguration of a new president tonight. We celebrate Nigerians' friends from Africa and around the world joining us today. Your presence is an expression of goodwill that shall never be forgotten. Your presence underscores for us the importance that Nigeria holds in the community of nations. That we have accomplished a peaceful transition of administration of one different political parties serve as an historical landmark. We all must pray for the success of President Muhammadu Buhari and his government. They come into power at a difficult moment and will grapple with multiple of challenges. We will be there for you, with you, Mr. President. May God give President Buhari the requisite wisdom and vision to accomplish the sober and grave task now thrust upon him. May he govern openly as he promised, fairly, and with equity and compassion for all, not only in Nigeria, but in Africa. May his administration take the first mighty step in reconstructing a new and better Nigeria for all our people. May he begin to lay the foundation for a better house for all of us. At one point, darkness seems to have brought us to the edge of national calamity. Now the strength of goodness and the power of freedom has brought us to the end of that darkness. Faith now ushers in a period of light and revival that will guide us to the upper road and a higher purpose. We thank God for this chance, for it was not guaranteed by our labor or by our effort, but it comes from the power of God Almighty. It is time for us to lead Africa. General Muhammadu Buhari and other African head of state here. From one program intentions to the other, the African Renaissance must start within. The challenge is yours. We that are looking up to you will continue to do so with great commitment, perseverance, and all sense of value that African must build Africa to show that Africans can compete. Nigeria must lead. We dare not squander this good thing given to us, for that thing is less than the dawning of a new day in Nigeria. God bless each and every one here tonight. God bless friend of Nigeria, near and far, and most of all, may God bless President Muhammadu Buhari, his government, and the people of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. Please give him another resounding round of applause. Thank you. These are national drivers of change. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this particular point in time, would like to invite the former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a distinguished Nigerian, a consummate politician, to also give a few words here. It is my singular privilege to invite His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, GCON, former Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria. A resounding round of applause for him, please. As he makes his way here, let me very quickly recognize the presence of the ECOWAS Commission President, Her Excellency Kandre Desire Odrago, Chief Don Etiebet, CON, former Minister of Petroleum, and of course, the Governor of Zamfara State. Let me make way very briefly for His Excellency, the former Vice President, to Turaking Adama. Your Excellency, sir.
Your Excellency, our newly elected President, President Muhammadu Buhari, and his wife, Your Excellency Vice President Osibajo and his wife, former heads of states of our country, visiting heads of states and heads of delegations, members of the diplomatic corps, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am really excited to be here for this gala night as part of the activities marking the handing over of power from an outgoing government to an incoming one. As many commentators have said, since our recent elections and in the various remarks today, this is truly a historic day for our country and indeed Africa. After going through tough election campaigns amidst the numerous challenges facing our country, we were able to pull off largely peaceful and credible elections. And today, we went through a peaceful transition from one government of one political party to another political party. For us in Nigeria, and indeed most of Africa, this is a big deal. It is a big achievement, a historic one for that matter. Our democracy is the winner, and Nigeria is the winner. I heartily congratulate our new president, Muhammadu Buhari, and Vice President Yemi Osibajo on their elections and their assumption of office today. I also congratulate and thank all those who made his election possible and those who have worked so hard to ensure the success of today's activities. I congratulate President Goodluck Bello Jonathan for his service to our country and for helping to deepen our democracy by going through with the transition that took place earlier today. I dare say that the path of honor that he chose will not be forgotten, and that on that score, history will be kind to him. Mr. President, I wish you good rest and good luck in your future endeavors. I thank the various countries that have been represented at today's events, and especially those that have, over the past years, stayed engaged with Nigeria's democratic process. I thank you for your attention and support for Nigeria's democratic development and for coming to celebrate with us today. True, a new government has taken over. Expectedly, expectations are extremely high. Reading through some of the expressed expectations and watching the excitement on our people's faces, you would think that all our challenges are supposed to be met today or tomorrow at the latest. Of course, things are not that simple. Enormous challenges lie ahead. The new government will need time and diligence to take stock of the existing reality that it meets, to find the right people, plan properly, and source the resources needed to begin to meet those challenges. And it will need the support of all. We will need to be patient and cooperate with the government. As the new government ponders and goes through this difficult process, it should not forget that Nigeria is a diverse country and that our diversity is our strength. It will be important to be as inclusive as possible, not only to take advantage of the diverse talents scattered across the country, but also to accommodate all stakeholders in the governance project. This will promote a sense of belonging and worth by all and ensure needed peace for our continued growth and development. Once more, I congratulate Presidents Buhari and Jonathan. I thank you all for coming. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Another round of applause for Turai King Adama, former Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me very quickly recognize the presence of the Governor of Zamfara State and Chairman Nigerian Governors Forum, His Excellency Dr. Abdul Aziz Yari Abubakar. Let me also recognize Dr. Mohammed Sheikh Biadallah, Senate President representing the King of Morocco. The Executive Governor of Ogun State, who is in his second term, Senator Ibukunle Amosu, is also here. We thank you very much for your presence. Barrister Ngozi Ekeoma, the MD, CEO, Nepal Oil and Gas, good evening. Chief Uche Oga, President, Masters Energy, and Tunde Ayeni is also in the house. Thank you very much for coming. Mrs. Uju Ifejika, MD, Britannia Limited. Good evening and welcome. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, let me very warmly invite my dear sister to announce the next item on the program, which is the high point of this very, very important event.
Thank you very much. I believe this is the moment we have been waiting for, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We are about to listen to a man who has become synonymous with tenacity, a man who has said so poignantly, he belongs to everyone and no one. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to call on the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the one and only, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari.
President Muhammadu Buhari, born 73 years ago in Dora, Katsina State, was commissioned in the Nigerian Army as a second lieutenant in 1963, with his first posting being the 2nd Infantry Battalion Abeokuta as platoon commander. It was in Abeokuta garrison that the real traits of this great general were really realized. Welcome.
The Vice President, Professor Amy Oshubanjo, Your Excellencies, visiting heads of state and government, Your Excellencies, former heads of state and President of Nigeria, the Senate President and his dear wife, Speaker of the House of Representatives, His Lordship, the Chief Justice of the Federation, Executive Governors here present, members of the National Assembly, members of Diplomatic Corps, top government functionaries, captains of industry, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I think I agreed to come to speak mainly to thank our friends in Africa and elsewhere that come to congratulate us, because I think my address this morning contained most of the fundamental issues we are facing as a nation state. I became emotional about the goodwill we enjoyed right from the beginning of the merger processes, from those that are very, very concerned, people of conscience, forget about color, religion, but there are people that don't want to see animals suffer much more human beings. They are concerned about the size of Nigeria, its potentialities, its wasted opportunities. And I could recall vividly in 2004 when I was still in court, after technically losing the 2003 attempt to be the president, I spoke in the United States that I said I was speaking to people of conscience. And I want them to imagine in this region and in Africa a refugee problem of at least 30 million people. If things go wrong in Nigeria, things will go wrong in most of Africa. From Senegal to Angola, all the countries there cannot accommodate refugees from Nigeria. Nigeria will just overwhelm those countries. I think that pricked the conscience of a number of intellectuals in Europe, and a number of them spoke to me on my way in London on my way back home. And what I said is, imagine 30 million people. We can't go to the north because it's the Sahara Desert. To the south is the Atlantic. And the marginal states to the west, wherever there are a million of Nigerians, those states will disappear. To the east is the rainforest and the mountains. For us in Nigeria to somehow realize this seriousness and agree to stand firm with the help of technology, the VVCs, permanent voters cards, and CR card readers. Because the previous exercises, it was the same motion we went through. Those that think they are important, they sit in their sitting rooms or party headquarters, write results, go to the radio houses and television houses and announce results, and said whoever didn't agree should go to court. When people are struggling for the next meal, not even tomorrow's meal, how can they go to court? I went to court 3 times and ended up in the Supreme Court with the help of Nigerians because they believe in this system. And God, in His infinite mercy, has made it possible this year. Nigeria's friends from Europe and America have spoken to me personally and in Africa that they have known my or our trouble in this country. And they are the troubles we identified, which I mentioned during my campaign throughout the country. Firstly, security. The country has to be secured and efficiently managed. This is what APC is all about. That's why the legacy parties made the sacrifice of jettisoning their personal ambitions, tried to come together and took the bull by the horn and therefore brought it down and slaughtered it, literally. We have realized our problems. We have made the sacrifice. Nigerians pray a lot. We need to pray even more for luck, so that the expectations our people have, especially the youth. And the most frightening thing in my personal experience during my visit to all the states except Yobe, the young youth in the sun for 6 to 10 hours will meet us at points of interest, whether it is airport or borders. They will dictate the face of our movement to the venues of our addresses and lectures, sweating, and knowing that more than 60% of Nigerian population are youth. Most of them are not employed, whether they have been school or not. This is the keg of gunpowder we are sitting on. We have made our points to Nigerians and to our friends that will try and secure Nigeria as soon as possible. We thank, as I said in the afternoon, in the morning, Cameroon, Niger, Chad, for physically coming in and helping us. We are going to articulate our requirements when we study the handover notes from the previous government and consult our immediate neighbors, and then consult our friends in Europe and America to help us. We have identified the quickest way to go about it: agriculture and mining, to feed ourselves, to get everybody employed, and in the process, earn skills. We are going to do that. And God willing, the cooperation promised by our friends and the understanding displayed now by our elite will make it possible for us to make progress. And I ask Nigerians, please bear with us. A lot of damage has been done. If you can recall what Nigeria earned between 1999 and now, what was the condition of our infrastructure in 1999, what it is now. How come that what we earn is not physically translated into sustained development? It is now on us, with less resources in terms of debt servicing, less revenue from oil, to do much more. But I believe with the cooperation of Nigerians and the cooperation of developed countries, and with our natural resources and our talents, I believe we will make a lot of progress. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my party, the All Progressive Congress, on behalf of all Nigerians, I thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Those were soothing words and reassuring words from the president. The newest in Nigeria today, that Nigeria will no longer be the same again, as Nigeria has taken a new leave.
Thank you so very much. Please be seated as we allow...
And with that,
President Muhammadu Buhari and the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo take oath of office amidst pomp.
Studies are underway towards this transition to identify the quickest, safest, and most effective way to bring light and relief to Nigerians.
President Buhari outlines key areas of his administration, revival of agriculture and solid minerals in top list. Plus, 29 state governors equally took oath of office. Congratulations to Nigerians and welcome to the Network News. I am Ronke Kolawole. History is made today as Muhammadu Buhari is sworn in as President and Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces alongside the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo. President Buhari restated his commitment to tackle corruption, serious financial crime, and abuse of office. State House correspondent Shegun Lawole reports.
It is the end of an era and the dawn of another dispensation in the political history of Nigeria as President Muhammadu Buhari, Commander-in-Chief, took the oath of office and alleged the Federal Republic of Nigeria alongside Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. Under his watch, the president noted, though daunting are the challenges, it will not encroach on the duties of other arms of government, while the separation of power by all tiers of government will be respected.
Not least, the operation of the local government